Alrighty, well, welcome back. Sorry about this. I actually did this whole entire deck building while not recording. I feel bad about that. Um, what I can do is go over what I did. So, um, let me see here. So at the end of everything, I chose a swamp and forest deck with a couple of god cards with the wool tree and snow. But let me show you what I did. So in order to set out my set, I take 10 minutes to unpack and read the cards. And then next is I sort my cards. So let me show you what I actually did with the red cards. So what I did was I have 3 piles. I have this one, 2, and 3. The top one will be the kill spells right here. I got 3 reds. The next one will be all the creatures right here. And then, of course, the rest of the sorceries down here. And then I do that for all 5 colors. And then off to the side here, I put the multicolored ones. And then here I put the pile of lands. I do have some other cards here, which I'll put away. And that's how I set my cards out. Now I can show you the next time I do another pre-release, but this one's already done. It took a certain amount of time. I think it took about 30 minutes to choose the colors I chose. I chose them because they had the best synergy with the creature types being elves, with being snowland abilities, and also, of course, the where is it? The world tree with our pre-release god card and there we go, and our other god card. So this is our synergy. This is basically a bunch of mana ramp with artifacts and with the elves to get our big guys out. That also goes for the swamp ones, which is the 6-drop 3/7s. Basically, nothing can with the standard cards can beat a 7 health creature. So this is really good defender. Plus, also you get ability of pinging him for 3 life, and I do have 2 of them. So of course you're gonna have some synergy with that. And I chose green, so I also have the big worm, and also have 2 boosting cards. Big worm, 6-drop 6/6 for, and also gain 4 life. So this is pretty much the setup for the pre-release. And what I did was I did have 24 creatures and sorceries and enchantments and artifacts. So with my land, since it is here, where did I put it? Let me show you the land fix. Okay. So for the land fix, what I did was, since I do need snow artifacts for the snow creatures, I have a lot of snow. So here's one that is not multicolored, but it can be any color. I do have a green source and a blue source for that god if I need to. I did add 1 blue card because this is for the wool tree, but that's the only blue card I have. It is a late game card, so I can play it if I wanted to. I just have to get, of course, late game, I have to make sure I get those 2 islands. Now I can get it with this one, the Mana Rock, or I can get it with this land, or I can get it, here, let's go. green and white. Here's a swamp. Here's another swamp. Swamp with blue, so that's of course with that. And then the wool tree that can, once you get 6 or more lands, it can be any color. So it does help with it. I can, if I don't get the wool tree, I can actually just summon it by itself. And what I did was, since with the cards I picked, I do have 3 swamp creatures and 2 kill spells that have double swamp. So of course I'm choosing swamp over forest because the only double forest I have is the worm, which is of course is late game. I'm gonna have 2 forests after 6 turns. There's no chance that I'm not going to. So I'm going to put more effort towards the swamp, and I only have 16 spots for lands. So I can split down the middle with 8 and 8, but I do have this one. So with an odd number, I'm going to put the extra one towards the swamp, and then have 8 swamp and 7 forests. So I'm going to need 4 swamps out of the land pile, and then 4 forests out of the land pile to make 16 lands. Now I do have 16 lands. I have also a mana rock. I do have a couple elves, forest elves, that can untap, add a mana, or untap snowland. It can ramp up 3 different times, so it can get it to where I can summon the end creatures faster. And that's what you want in the pre-release. You want to get the bigger creatures out faster. So this is my deck for the pre-release. The next video I will make is the battle between me and Emery. We'll see who wins, and we can show off his deck that he made. So if you have any questions or any comments, or if you want to put in your recommendations, just put them down in the comments. If you like this content, I'm just now starting. If you subscribe, I'll add more. And like I did in the box openings, I put in the codes. I don't know if people have already gotten them or not. If you subscribe and put on notification, I'm going to put out the more codes. So if you ever want the codes, just subscribe and put on notifications, so whenever I release them, you can get those codes. That's my kind of part towards y'all. I don't really play the onlines, so that's for y'all. So thank y'all very much for watching. Hope to see you next time.